Now, if you're happy with everything that your agent's gone through, there's one last thing that we need to talk about, and that's the paperwork. Now, there's two elements to this. There is the authority, which is done between yourselves as the people selling the home and the agent who you've selected, and a Section 32, which is done between yourselves and a conveyancer or solicitor. Now, the authority outlines everything that you have agreed to with the agent. So that will include things like the commission. It will include things like the marketing fee that you are happy to pay. It will also include authority time. So how much the exclusive authority you're happy to give to the agent. So how much you're happy to have them have the sole rights to sell the home. Plus a continuing authority, which means that you're still covered by public liability, but it can give you freedom to move it to another agent if you like. That is an absolute legal requirement because, like I said, without that, you are not covered from a liability point of view by the agent's insurers. So worst case scenario, a buyer comes through and breaks their leg. If you haven't got an authority, agent's insurance ain't going to cover you. And if you've not got insurance for anything like that, you could be up for a bit of a lawsuit. Now with the Section 32, that is basically the house on paper. So the first section is a vendor statement. That includes things like rates and outgoings, utilities that are available for connection, so electricity, gas, water, sewage, and the telephone lines. It will include anything like if you've got an owner's corporation that is affecting the property, and also bring to any buyer's attention if there has been any improvements made within the last 7 years that require any sort of building permit. Now the next part is generally the title, which proves that you indeed own the home. Now believe it or not, people have tried it on in the past, so it's pretty important that you absolutely clarify that it is you that owns that place. And then from there you have things like this plan of subdivision, which will show any easements on your property. So if you've got any sewage pipes across the back fence, which is a general common one, or any sort of other easement that could be affecting the home. You'll have things like designated bushfire zones, areas of Aboriginal cultural sensitivity. All those sorts of things will be outlined in that document. With those two things in place, you are free and willing to go and sell your home on the open market with your agent of choice. Go speak to a conveyancer about getting the Section 32 as soon as possible, because the worst thing that you can do is drag your feet with that. A buyer comes through and then the agent can't take an offer because they haven't got that Section 32 in place. And make damn sure you've got an authority in place just in case the worst happens and someone has an injury or an accident within your home when they're looking through. All right, guys, they're the 2 bits of red tape. None of it's rocket science, but if you have any questions, the only daft question is the one you don't ask.